This is my studio here, the laboratory. This actually came from the laboratory at the hospital. This is where I take care of all my equipment and do my practicing and stuff. Got 6 electrics, 4 basses, 5 acoustics, 2 dobros, a mandolin, and a banjo. And my newest project is I'm doing canes. This is my light stain. These are all diamond willow from my deer camp. And I'm going to do a whole bunch of them. I'm going to take them into the cancer center and offer them up for donations, I think. So my name's Rick Kitley, and I'm 59 years old. I'll be 59. I'll be 59.
No.
69.
I'll be 61. You'll be 60.
I'll be 69 in July. And was it November before last, I was diagnosed with stage 4 small cell lung cancer. And I've been doing battle with that ever since. What's it, 16, 17 months now. The last time I had a scan and an MRI, there were spots that had spread to my brain, and they zapped 2 of them, and the lungs were looking really good. The doctor was very impressed with the fact that there was very little scarring, even though I had a pretty nasty tumor going on there. And so the radiologist was very impressed with how that turned out. And but my immunotherapy was a failure, they figured, because the spots showed up in my brain that weren't there. There were some on the skull that he left till last, and but they didn't have anything to do with it. These came from somewhere else. So they changed the drug that they were giving me, and I don't know what one from another, you know. But this new drug that Dr. Hanan put me on is so new that he didn't know whether he wanted to give it to me or not. Actually, from the sounds of it, but it's brand new. But he wanted to try it. So he kept me overnight for observation 2 weeks in a row for 24 hours, just to make sure that I wasn't going to have a bad reaction from it. And I didn't. Nothing happened. And then the third time I went in and took it, he had me hang around town for 4 hours and then stop in and let him know that everything was good. So, and it was. Everything was good. And the last couple times that I've been in and seen Dr. Hanan, he is just amazed at how well it's working. So I don't know what it is, but it's working very well. And I feel great. All my hair grew back. I lost every hair on my body disappeared. But that was just part of the journey, I guess. And now I'm feeling pretty good. And I'll be going in for an MRI next to check for any more new spots in the brain or anything. So I don't really have any answers on that one, but the last time there was nothing, so that was a good sign. So life goes on, just trying to rock on with it, you know.
Are you going to tell them about the study that you're on too?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the study part, yeah.
His memory.
Traditionally what they used to do when you had spots that showed up in your brain is they would just zap the brain. And then tell you, well, you're going to get Alzheimer's, so we're sorry. You know, it's just a side effect of having something like this. But he said, There was a new study that they were doing where they can microscopically shoot those spots and avoid the memory centers in the brain. And so if I agreed to be a guinea pig for this, they would do it that way. So only a fool wouldn't say, okay, you know, so I did. And so when they did zap the spots in my brain, because I had volunteered to do this study, and I don't think they charged me for that. I'm not sure. But I'm glad I did it that way, because they did it the way that they're going to be doing it in the future, is the way that was all designed to do. If they have enough positive results from people, this is the way they'll do it, you know. So hopefully I'm helping others in the future, and it's working. So far, it's working. There's no new spots in the skull or anything yet. We'll find out in a couple of weeks whether it's still working, and I know that the immunotherapy that they're giving me now is really working well, and it's brand new. I don't know what it is, but it's brand new. Support from my church across the road, the Covenant Church, and all the people in the community has just been awesome. My friends threw a benefit for me, and they raised over $16,000. So with that money, and they insisted that wasn't going to be given to any doctors or anything, you know. So I said, okay, well, I'm going to set myself up with a pontoon. So I bought myself a pontoon boat, and I had to get a four-wheel drive because I had trouble tugging it around. But I got a four-wheel drive so I can tug it around, and it's just been wonderful. And last summer, I think I had it out a half a dozen times. Had the kids out on it a few times, and really had a good time with it. Had a good summer last year. And this summer is going to be the same. I'm all paid up at the golf course, and the pontoon's full, and we're ready to go. So, yeah, it's going to be a good summer. And I look forward to next summer, too. In the summer of 1969, I was 13 years old, going to turn 14 in July. I went down to my buddy Ed Davis's house, and he had guitars and amps and dobros and bass and all this stuff in his foyer there. And I said, Ed, where'd all this come from? He says, well, Mom's new boyfriend, Chuck, plays in a band. He says, he showed me how to play a couple songs. Want me to show you? I said, well, yes, I do. So we spent the entire summer in 1969 in that foyer, learning new songs. Now, after I've retired twice, I got together, the girls from church, there's a couple girls from church that started a little group called the 60s Chicks. And they asked me one day if I would play bass for them. Well, now, most of their music is Motown, so that just made sense to me. Yeah, well, bass would be the first thing you need, because all they did was there'd be Carol on piano and 3 or 4 girls singing. And they'd go to nursing homes and do all these 60s songs and stuff. And I think what made them ask me to play bass wasn't because they knew that that's what I needed. I think it's because I did some specials at the church there, and I pulled out the bass and really did some special stuff, you know, so they knew I was good at that. So, but it's fun, and it's very rewarding to go into the nursing homes and do free shows and stuff for them like that, and the cancer center and places like that. Because you can see it in their eyes, and you can hear it in their voice when they talk to you at the end of the day that they really enjoyed hearing that music again, and that I've even seen them tear up, you know, and that's pretty moving. It's very rewarding, more rewarding than anything I've done my entire life. So as long as I can play, I'm going to keep playing with the girls. So I'm a 60s chick for life. Carol and I are going to rip this one off in church one of these days. these days I'm gonna ride on a silver lining. One of these days I'm gonna witness all I've been missing. One of these days. One of these days I'm gonna talk all the saints that have gone before, and in their sandals I will walk. We'll sit along the shore. I will learn all the things that I never knew before. One of these days. Good enough?
Yeah, that was sweet.